Hi everyone, you're welcome to another episode of Purpose Show with Adekunle Comfort, and I'm so glad to be here today. I'm so glad to be doing this week, and I'm so sure you are so glad to be watching me too. So today we'll be talking about one prominent, very important topic as regards purpose fulfillment, and which is clarity. Clarity. At this point, a lot of people they do miss it. They don't like they're doing what God is not has not called them to do. Now, what is clarity? Just please kindly stick with me to the end of this video, and if you have questions, you can ask after watching the video. So let's talk about clarity. What exactly is clarity? What exactly is clarity? Now, when we are talking of clarity, we are talking of your pathway towards purpose fulfillment, your pathway, your own particular pathway, understanding how God wants you to journey, like how He wants you to perform this assignment that He has given to you, which is your purpose. Now, if you don't understand how He wants you to go about it, you might be modeling someone else. You might be modeling someone else unknowingly, or you should be passionately pushing yourself out of what God wants you to do. Now, how do we gain clarity? How do we understand what God wants us to do? Okay, now let's take, for example, God is calling me into the fashion designing area of life. All right, I want you to maybe God wants me to restructure that area. I can't just go there and I keep doing things the way everybody's doing it and it will get restructured. I can't fulfill my purpose that way. So if you have been called to do something, you've understood your assignment, you've developed yourself, how should I go about it? Now it's now time for you to inquire from God. You must ask these questions. Okay, do you want me to the Lord called me to help encourage other people discover their purpose. How does He want me to do it? Do you want me to always continue posting my write-ups and it's fine? Or you want me to be speaking? Do you want me to talk to people? How exactly do you want me? So you have to ask these questions. It's time for you to ask questions. Okay, oh Lord, you've called me to this thing. You've called me to do this, but how exactly do you want me to do it? It's time for asking of questions. If the Lord is calling you into to become a pastor or his minister, you need to ask that, okay, how exactly do you want me to do it? Now, it's not as if you're just going to stay there and say, okay, how. No, you start something, just start from somewhere. Start affecting lives in your own way, start influencing people in your own way. But you need to ask, okay, should I how do you want me to do it? Should I keep writing, or should I keep speaking? Should I take up this course? This is a time for engagement of the Spirit of God. That's why purpose is 1000%. If there's anything that exists like that, it's 1000% spiritual. It's 1000%. It's more of spiritual than physical. Fine, we'll learn, we'll gain knowledge, we'll take up courses, we'll read books, but we need to engage the Spirit of God to guide us. If God is calling you to the children ministry, you must know, okay, is it the orphans? Should I keep going to the orphans? Should I keep sending them food, or should I go there to keep encouraging them with your words in my mouth? How do you want me to do it? So please, for God's sake, I beseech every one of us, clarity is very important. Understanding your pathway is very important. Everybody, we know that, okay, the means of fulfilling purpose is by writing, by speaking. Communication is very important, but understanding our pathway, how God wants you to do it, you must also inquire that from God. Does He want you to always have a conference? Conference is not for everybody. Group mentorship is not for everybody. Opening of an academy is not for everybody. So you must ask that, okay, how do you want me to do it? If you don't ask, you just keep jumping into things, okay, from writing, sending books, writing books, and you keep jumping from one thing to another because you don't have the understanding of how you should do it. Clarity is, how should I do my assignment? How and when should I do this assignment? How do you want me to do it? That's the time to ask those questions. So that will be all for this episode. And please, I beseech us, if you have any questions, you can just make sure you drop your questions. Please, let's learn together. Let's understand all of these things so that we bring ourselves out of darkness of ignorance and come to the light of knowledge. God bless you. Stay tuned. See you next episode. I remain Adekunle Comfort. Don't forget to always make your life count and don't just count your life. Bye.